Okay.
Look at what GenG
Sentinels on defense, GenG on attack
on
as well.
split.
So yeah,
It's been fantastic.
this kind of got exploited last time. Straight up sight hits.
Paranoia being thrown, countered as
And
Everyone blind.
how is Meteor out of there? Both double flashed.
That's a bit of a fake. It's not everybody in that area.
Wait.
Second gets off the line for just a moment.
Yeah.
Now he's going to be faced with an absolute onslaught. They rush his position in.
That's
still
insane,
walks
bro.
away with two. Return of the fire. Sen not leaving anything
Whoa,
to chance.
guys.
Try and funnel and
Oh,
rotate
man.
everybody towards
They're
him.
nice.
Still GenG.
Oh my, this is
Right into
crazy,
their
dude.
hands. There's no health. Low on health indeed. Meteor forced to scatter and back away. I mean, we are talking about the opening 35 seconds here. And now grouped up side by side, looking to put a pistol round on the board. Senna getting antsy here though. John QT out wide, tens wide face.
Oh
Definite
boy.
chances, but
Nicely done.
necessary
1-0
beginning here for this
and
map on
4-3 in terms of the pistols. Again, every single map so far has been 1-1.
And you saw from the very
Man,
beginning
Sentinels are
of actually
always
GenG's attack side.
stick as
The
just
last time these two teams faced was
unit
dominated
on
by
this.
A ramp fights.
3 people
Kind of
over
that
towards
fight over A
Venser.
heaven, actually, even in the post plan. So Tens uses the paranoia instantly to try to stop anyone from scaling. They realize that instead it's coming through mid. Zekken does an amazing job at picking up two.
He's getting them real pumped as well. Yeah, and everyone's taking no chances on this one. Full heavy armor, 3 stingers,
Sentinels
2 specters.
smacked around by some of the APAC teams. Still one of their better maps here. They might just try and jump onto this one, but Celsius spotted out.
This is interesting from GenG as well. This is the first 2 rounds heavy over towards middle, so then maybe on the buy rounds they can go back to what was working on that other game that we saw.
You know, the split map when they last clashed and played against one another was Celsius kind of getting caught out in the open. On top of those mid fights, or at least the A ramp fights that you were talking about earlier, Josh. Yeah, I mean, in the previous time these two teams faced,
Cage here to enable him to get out, or people to help flood, and then Cage as well for him to get over towards the back of site with 2 kill trips.
I'm going to go for something that risky.
And camera to spot heaven as well.
After the pistol, have given up a lot of space though to Cam. Spotting out the tippy toes. And this is a very classic position for John's Cam. GenG are going to know that. They break it. Zekken's the only player.
They leave 1 on heaven. Ooh.
He's got to get safe before the wall
A little
goes
bit
down.
scary. Munchkin's probably dead over towards middle, especially with 10s, but this guy in heaven?
Might be looking to swarm here, just a wide face and peek. John is under attack, and finally he's going to have some reinforcements. Just allowed into the side here, but everybody survives.
Nicely handled. We've got 2 armor rebuys, that's it. And Celsius might not even armor rebuy if he wants to save his money.
Finish for Sen. John Cuty's
Probably will.
fantastic in an anchoring spot. Tens always sends a really nice smoke, and John's got cages he can play around, traps to catch people. It's very effective. Yeah. What doesn't work is when they lose the early round fights right off the rip. GenG now with rifles on board, looking to try to dominate B main by the look of things. Meteor was acting a bit.
Yeah, and this is something that was working well.
It looks like he is again separated from the pack. Good time for Sen to try and cook something up here. In the
Go aggro, flash through.
This time, nothing to chance. Is it? Flash through, no connection with the orb dropping down. Well, not expecting it, but it does dash into the open. There is that follow-up.
Insta dash out, he at least gets numbers.
TP forwards by Karen, and they have cleared out that B site.
It's a little bit risky for them to go for a good plant. Yeah, so Celsius double molling, so they can't go for a good plant. Really wanting them to kind of just fold and just go for the safer plant here. Still a little bit of a win. Dog goes in.
Nade as well, stunned up entirely here.
It's from them. And then they can't play over towards B main, they've got to fight heavier.
That approach here out wide. Munchkin seeking to at least relieve that pressure and damage and offset that disadvantage. Still locked down onto the pillar angle.
Oh, had Omen flash the whole time.
Allows him to play it a little bit deeper here. Smoke now, propped up. Zekken is one, he's got to be healed.
And Lakia needs to fight with his team because it's not planted for him.
A bit more health still. Got to think GenG, it all comes down to the way these fights get taken. Zekken from the side. Temple taken out of Charon inside the cage, dominating but cleaned up. Munchkin in the back, 1v1! No bullets, no chance! Munchkin with the sidearm saves the bloody day.
I mean, close though. They're going to take that as a big win.
Expensive round again. Sen on the bonus, creating pressure, applying danger.
That was good. I like the change up from Sentinels as well, like the mollies to stop them from getting a good plant so they have a better chance of retaking.
and then grouping together to try to flush out these people one at a time. Just a little unfortunate that the second didn't have more loaded in the clip. That economic damage is going to mean one Guardian for GenG, so it doesn't even have that much effect.
Potential for another large fight.
Now, GenG were fighting over A ramp with 4 players.
I mean, it's just easier to just highlight this guy. This guy can buy next, and this guy can as well.
1-1-3.
Pause, and now they make the play here with the paranoid just a little bit too delayed.
Oh,
Rocket up and over.
Meteor dodges it.
From the bullets.
6 HP from Texture as well. Dude must be wondering how on earth he didn't get a kill from that ult.
Yeah, look at this awesome response.
The person that has to heal is over towards middle.
He takes all of this space.
Now what?
This is not going to be expecting. It's not going to be expecting this. What a flick! Lands it.
What a flick! What a turn!
What?
This is insane. Forced to pivot now for GenG. He's not an option. So they go back to what has been working for them. They've been doing a lot of these mid-round calls. Group up, collected together.
I'm seeing
brute force and win these fights.
I'm seeing pings on the minimap, Bren, that indicate they want to push through B Heaven into spawn. I don't know exactly whether they're going to commit on that. The cam is going to spot them.
30 seconds left.
Just about. Snake bite though.
With a plant, it's Viper ult.
Tried to take the fight towards stairs while Munchkin plants.
Oh boy.
And he was trying to pit. Goes down entirely here.
Honestly, kind of lucky that he didn't ult.
Obliterating any chance here for Charon. To even stand toe to toe.
Nice. Nicely handled on this one as well. Bro, what the hell is this Elsa's kill?
Supremely better beginning to this map for Sen. Putting the pressure on GenG, dealing, I don't know how, but dealing with Lakia coming through vent. Gotta see this again. Oh, what a flick.
Jesus.
That's an outrageous one. If
Vector with the 9 months, thank you with the prime.
All round, just pivots.
Yeah. All laughs in the Sen camp, not letting the stress get to them.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume that there was an amusing reaction from Zelsis in comms as well. He seems like the kind of player to do it. But that's broken GenG. All of that damage from an expensive bonus round.
Here. Big round for him to do that.
The economical advantage is massive for Sen, and they needed a hot start. They've got it.
You're right, we're feeling like you can't count.
This is a little bit...
Made a name for themselves as well, just in qualifying for this event by winning some.
I was going to get a little bit worried if they tried to force that over towards B main, but just get the info on this.
Be as much danger, but you never know. Ollie's
Oh, Omen Flash hit both.
Quickly into the approach here. There was a paranoia and there's pillars close to it. Players
Yeah, they got so wrecked, man. The Omen Flash was good. Nice ult as well. Texture is a god, bro. Viper ult goes in. What the hell is this spread? It's outrageous.
Collected and corralled now. It's only up to him in a 1v1.
What? Dude, give me his POV. How did he clean this one up? How does the Viper die?
What a savior for Sentinels. 9-3 to begin. After being rocked by Monyet, it was the only map where Zekken didn't look like the best player in the low bracket final. But this one was so dangerous. Oh, yeah. Texture did as much as he possibly could to make this one a
John
win.
just spam.
Drop in the pit, set Zekken up for success. So much danger in
John spammed him just as it went up. Oh, okay.
Pumped up after that one.
Oof.
Still
though, it was a close eco.
So crazy whenever they're at a disadvantage.
It's just good damage as well, for sure.
Overall, they're still winning a third of the time when
Sentinels, if they lost this, these two wouldn't be able to buy.
When they're on their eco, you know,
Same thing over towards here.
Just never count them out.
Almost unheard of entirely. And again, it's a fast play from GenG. They're going to get access and gained over towards that B site, but now a fight into the spawn. Texture spamming the appropriate angles.
Oh my goodness. This is where GenG were just winning out a lot of their rounds, right? Just normal force over towards B and then just winning the after plant. And normally Sentinels were just kind of... Yeah, and they could maybe do a timeout here. I imagine someone over... Yeah, I can imagine over someone towards Sentinels will just say something that they need to change how they're playing over towards B, because that was what was happening all the time in the 13-5 game.
Talk about how incredible Sentinels retakes were. We were at the beginning of this tournament saying Sen, Carming retakes were amazing.
Yeah, but GenG talk about their after plans for sure.
61% of their retakes. At Madrid, that's 24%.
It's gone right down.
It's plummeted to not even being a good retake percentage.
Okay, so they force into this, and John takes a hit, and we have a Bulldog. So
Sen can get
this is a
back to
kind
that
of all in,
momentum
and if
deal with
GenG win this,
disrupt. There's a major win condition.
they're gonna kind of snowball a little bit. They get the score closer, and their money's outrageous. Dog goes over towards B, and you would imagine, yeah, Viper hears that. They know that they have B control.
Very easily.
It's nice though if Zekken continues to make noise and distract.
Trailblazer clears him. He's in trouble, and
Yeah.
also than that, he's out in the open.
He does play a little bit like a
Really
lunatic
well done,
sometimes,
very
very,
diligent from
yeah,
GenG.
a little committed.
Cells is getting caught
But
by
he's
a
been
mid-stack.
getting away from that for like what 5 games
Hoping just
prior
to
to this, so I get it.
lurker.
Choco Breezy with the 13 months. Thank you so much, dudes. And in reaction to losing over towards middle, they decide to push, but
Surely not favored into that one, and yeah, just backs away.
lovely shot,
Holding the
man.
angle for him, just
Yeah, and
over
they
the
just
shoulder.
tunnel visioned on the guy running out.
Well,
Seekers,
Seekers as well, giving him a good
Seekers
indicator
doesn't give
now,
them
but
too
already
much.
Getting a move on, a run now. Over towards A, fast sprint and fast in action. There are anchoring players. Zekken here. Oh my goodness,
he's
almost
just
claimed
one-wayed
that one
himself.
with a dink. Drops him down to 10 HP. Meteor falling to the nade.
It was a great
Zekken
nade.
still
Where are
alive.
we, man? Everyone's looking at walls.
Pulls the pillar with the help of his team with only 30 seconds left. What is the call now for GenG?
There's very little time for them to work with. They're going into a stack. I mean,
Ah, they're wrecked, man.
where's the win condition here? How do they get this?
There isn't
It
one.
just looks so damn unlikely. Texture forward in his approach again, but there's no setup ready for it. Just satchels to his doom and defeat. Everybody picked apart. Spike dropped down. No kill onto Charon. To get this plant down, maybe potentially
just get
10.
pushed.
Pushing ended.
Okay, nicely handled as well. Good reactions from Sentinels in terms of taking over towards B main, and yeah, this shot was just everything. And then they feel like they got to force over towards A because they saw numbers over towards B. Then, I mean, Zekken did great as well. Kill over towards
They went for the B main
A.
exploration, got the kill, and they didn't gamble that it was going to be a B hit afterwards. They kept John and Zekken in anchor positions over towards A, and that's what paid dividends. Staying rooted, staying to the fundamental defense. And now Zekken's got a showstopper to work with. Could be incredible against a fast A push.
Fast ramp aggression, and you're right, there is going to be that showstopper ready and waiting. He just looks for the right time to strike, and that appears to be now. Rebounding across the wall, Lakia finish gap into the wall, maybe a chance for Meteor, but the knives just go amiss, all ran out.
Yeah, and they can just relax a little bit. They got double info trip.
Love that smoke from Tens as well. Not something that they were previously doing, choosing to fight A ramp, but now just making sure GenG have no opportunities to take this fight. And if they do, Sen tripled up, looking to drop.
Oh, they really going aggro?
Paranoia, the paranoia, Texture and Meteor, they combine their might, and Sentinels, no
Well, that one
chance
absolutely crumbled down.
It's all gone wrong.
Yeah, and they wanted to give them sight and fight over towards here because in terms of what GenG were doing last time, Munchkin was just so low here, and he was the one just wrecking them over towards heaven, so they decided to go aggro, trying to look for Munchkin because he was here the whole time they played last. And, yeah. I mean, GenG did good to have 2 people here this time.
It's an advantage situation they're in. Yes,
I would need to watch this one back. I want to see if this trip was broken. I think it was. And I at least like Sentinels for going aggro, and it makes sense in terms of the ante of what happened to them last time. It's just a good change up from GenG. But yeah, I would wanna watch it back and actually see what util happened on A here. And the Omen Flash missed, I think, in terms of the corner. But
and frankly, against most teams, Sen would get away with that. But GenG are so sharp, and their positioning is so good over towards A ramp.
they broke it just before the fight.
Despite that shakiness at the beginning of split, undeterred, GenG have that economical advantage. Even the showstopper for Texture here should be looking at that 4th round on the board.
Texture got an amazing showstopper round against Sen previously.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't really need to push. I think it's just part of like their ante that they had.
Anchoring players are going to get tested.
And if the flash hits, maybe it's different.
Unusual for Zelsis to be here on A.
Let's try and play around these smokes here, but with the wires taken out, he's pitting.
All goes in, and he has a triple front, and they've never done this all.
They
normally always do the one over towards middle.
And fires it straight into Zelsis. He's dropped, and with that, the pit. It's an open side out, open still. Looks like a chance to take this fight, but they're not anticipating it. Meteor already up onto the high ground position, but Sentinels not messing around. A rapid approach and a rapid retake of this one, but they are being cleaned up entirely.
Nice shots at the moment.
Charon is just plucking them apart.
I think Sentinels need to relax slightly in terms of how they're playing. Okay. Because I think like Zalsis here is scared of the ult, and the ult's most likely going over towards site. He's outside of his ult to dodge the ult, as in the Ray's ult, but Ray's actually goes and does different pathing to what he's expecting.
Which was exactly what they needed. Great read as well from Texture.
Yeah, it is a really good read.
The ultimate because he's scared of the showstopper and instead would be over towards elbow. Yeah. And even if Celsius wasn't there, that's a spot that John loves to play in. John also, without the cage he normally uses to flood from CT into elbow, wasn't really able to help Celsius.
Bro, they're laughing so much. Sentinel's money is fully racked, right? I'm pretty sure.
Sen are going to take a timeout.
Potential turning point, really. Not just the map, but maybe even the series. That's why Sentinels are taking their time with this one.
I mean, the pressure is already on Sen. We knew that they were at a disadvantage coming into this. GenG earned that advantage by bullying Sentinels on 2 of the maps in the upper bracket final and cementing themselves as the leaders at Masters Madrid, but not the winners yet.
They know the job's not finished. That's why they're taking it 1 round at a time, because not just the hopes and dreams of their country. It's a Korean team, the furthest they've ever got in one of these international tournaments, going all the way to the finals, but Pacific as well. They've had 10 chances. This is the 10th one here that we're looking at in Masters Madrid at getting a title. And they've come close, don't get me wrong, but tumbled at the finish line many, many times.
Or some not even made it to the finish line. If we're going to talk about the Korean squads, right?
Yeah.
New turn, DRX. Best was 3rd. GenG already overtaken that. And looking to lift the trophy.
This is that new era of Valorant that we're looking at. Teams being put together. Rookies filling up the pieces here. Shots going wide.
They do manage to squeeze out a buy in terms of a lot of this as well. Missing a little bit of util. I like this from GenG though. They molly over towards here, create question mark, and then the smoke goes up and they can block a lot of vision over towards B. They forcing this. Omen ult back at site. This guy gets out of there. Chens has done really well here. Okay, GenG need to cancel their original plan.
They are fully rotating away.
But they're rotating without anybody taking space over towards A. And Zekken and Sassy cleared this out. You know, Sassy is perfectly fine facing Ramp here. He knows he's not going to get punished. He's going to be able to hear.
They got a kill trip over towards site. Well, info trip. Zekken has his nade as well, but he's in a pause where he doesn't want to use it until they come in.
Respecting the position here, Sassy not eager to take that fight, instead doubling up. It looks like potential high-low setup. Yeah, it is indeed, with him playing up onto Heaven. Satchel forwards, cuts up the angle, flash repeat. No, not through main.
Lovely swing off the flash.
And Zekken comes up with the goods and more.
Bro, how do people use the Phantom like that? That was sick, man. He also killed the first guy that was like, didn't eat the flash as much. First person he killed was the person that dodged the flash the heaviest. Yeah, didn't even dodge the flash. Man, this was impressive, bro. And he satchels to get that angle faster.
Makes him look worse in terms of the stats, but it was exactly what his teammates needed.
Yeah.
It fed Celsius in through the back into Heaven, and also allowed Zekken to try to contest the main players too. What a spray control. He's 17-7.
Yeah. And he's one off a Razor as well.
Leading the charge, doesn't even cover it.
Here.
Was dragging his team over some of these rounds.
Friend, the most rounds that GenG have dropped on Split this tournament is 8.
Jesus. How's this guy doing this all the time with a Guardian?
Add a few more to the tally perhaps, but maybe speaking too soon. We know how good GenG are.
Doing pretty good at anchoring over towards B past few rounds.
Yeah.
But look at
dude, and while that happened, they pushed over towards... Yeah, so they heard Dog. They heard Dog, and he saw a lot of people over towards B. I'm not sure. So maybe something... I mean, they didn't do this last time they played. This might have a read.
The trip will give him the timing here to potentially make the play.
There it is, flash through.
DP across.
Backs to the wall, backs to him in time.
No way, bro. What the? 57 and 11? But they have no idea the second guy's here.
The second goes from high to low, but Sassy's here, potentially as the safety net to clean it all up.
Might be your time to strike, son. Step up too.
Yeah, the clean up.
Seekers? As two topple and fall, Texture soon after.
Oh, nice swing on this one as well. Okay, lovely. Lovely read from Sentinels here. Dog over towards middle. Pressure over towards B. And when they do that, obviously they have no one over towards A, apparently, in terms of their reads.
Smile on the face of Zekken. No need for the replay, I don't think. After picking up 4 in the previous.
Damn, bro. Bro put a slow-mo on it. Absolute savage.
Huge from Sassy, who gave his life to make Zekken's play work in the previous round. And what a read from Sen as well, that they can get away with that, because GenG group up so much in their attack side.
It's so funny.
They talked about that.
They slow-moed it.
Final.
Sassy did good to not pop his Seekers there as well. I thought he was going to overheat and pop his Seekers. Saves it for the round, and that's really good. Insta-dog here. And Insta-dog has cleared everything.
It's so deeply pushed. Yeah. Constant information. I mean,
yeah, this is something that they're doing in terms of their macro for sure. He's just getting so much info. He's doing it again. They just won a round from pushing A, and he's in spawn. 20 seconds.
Elsis cannot peek into that many players.
Yeah, they got a much better read on this now.
Zekken's death earned him a showstopper.
There is a small window there, so Sassy can't he can't overextend. He's just got to hold strong in terms of his team being able to stick with 4. But he gets enough info here.
Be trips waiting for him.
Also, I mean, he can rely pretty heavy on his team. He's got a Razor.
Smokes now up with the paranoia through, and it's a call made to flood right back into it. The rocket damage done, but already texture right behind. Snaps back second. Shuts down the adversary, shuts down the nemesis. But does he anticipate this? Yes, he does.
Damn, dude. Damn. Also, this trip was really nice to give him info that they're not coming over towards the site, and then they're just wrapping all the way around. He's 21 to 8.
Sen were held at 5 in their matches against both of the Pacific teams here, but they've broken through that and already.
And they use their smoke against them as well with this trip. Like this trip. Dude, what a weird couple of rounds from him. Yeah, 4K whiff, then a 4K.
This young player on the defense side
rallied and rejuvenated.
They had a great read, man. Great read over towards A.
Unstoppable, truly here. Still a second half yet to happen and yet to be seen.
To all the people following us at home, I must take this break to show you all how incredible is the Spanish crowd that we are having right now on Madrid Arena. And for that, I'm going to use my mother tongue. Para toda la gente que tenemos aquí, amigos, sois un público maravilloso y vamos a demostrarle al mundo entero que como vosotros no hay ninguno. Así que quiero saber con quién vais. Primero, ¿quién va con Sentinels? Y ahora, ¿quién va con GenG? Amigos, vamos a dedicarle un aplauso a toda la gente que estáis aquí y también a los jugadores, todos juntos, lentito. Primero, uno, vamos. Sois absolutamente increíbles. Para despedirme, todos juntos, calentamos manos. Una ola, de abajo arriba. 3, 2, 1, ¡arriba todo el mundo! Madrid, sois increíbles. Disfrutemos de esta gran final. Hagámoslo juntos, hagamos historia. Porque como esta final, no hay ninguna. Friends, or no, let's go back with this banger.
But the energy is palpable here in the Madrid arena.
Yeah, it's kind of sick.
There's been mayhem, there's been madness, don't get me wrong. But Sentinels perhaps have done enough for them here against this GenG team put together. It was GenG that was standing on the precipice,
for
really.
3 pistols. Let's see.
It out and make history, carving out their own path.
No one getting a double pistol
Maybe
yet.
to feel that heat.
GenG's dog, 3-person stun. Oh man.
The realization hits you, texture, knockdown at only 20 health.
Do they
Few shots flying.
tunnel vision too fast and not check this guy?
Done! Kills collected.
Lovely shot.
All on top, and it's all added up as well for that GenG advantage still. There are players
Weird round
though,
because the spike's kind of isolated at the moment.
pausing around here for Sentinels, understanding the importance of it, not getting ahead of themselves.
Their map control is actually fairly
Yeah,
good.
GenG had like fast reaction to this, by the way. As soon as that Skydog came in, well, I mean, as soon as their Skydog got the info, to be honest, everyone was just here. We had 2 people heaven, 1-person vents. Real fast.
But he has a sheriff.
GenG can walk about themselves. What's the thought process here? Flash. Acknowledgement now, at least, that there's going to be players behind him. But
They have no
feeling
idea he's
real
this
pressure,
close.
But now he's going to hear it. Jumping down into Vents, they
Oh.
are just forcing the position and forcing the fight straight to
Don't do it, guys.
Showing
Don't go
favour
through
to
it.
this one. 3v2 damage.
So much
Down,
damage.
down
4
to
and
the
18.
players here. Single shot
No
for
way.
the
He's 18
texture.
HP.
Survives. Spike. It's still in the hands of
Oh,
Sassy here, but he's got
reposition
so
is
much
crazy.
more to
Here's
do.
him, right?
He drop down, he does not.
18 and
That's
4.
a crazy round from Texture towards the end.
1-1.
Combined health pools
Another one. We've had 1-1
barely
every
in
single
the
map.
double digits. And yet Texture's able to weave around slightly. Pops ahead. Great resilience on show here for GenG. Even though they're in the lead, with players that haven't been in this kind of position before, the closer you get to winning, sometimes the more the pressure mounts. I was wondering if these rookie players, or rather some of the players with less experience at the big level as well as Karon, might struggle in a spot like this, but
Oh my god.
certainly
I mean,
Meteor has
this
not given up the
Meteor could
confidence.
farm this a little bit.
That's back immediately.
Does
in the jump
he?
spot.
Yes, he
Chelsea's
does.
not seeing too much there. Ends up getting punished. Meteor, no chance for him to feast. It's gonna be met though with a shot
Poor
from
Sassy, man.
Alex Munchkin. Really nice idea there and awareness. Knowing that that could be a possibility. It's all being shut down, all being locked down.
Clean from GenG.
Surely not.
Second just trying to get the orb online, and he does. He runs away with it. Call that a silver
smiles.
lining, yeah.
Little dance. What is
Got
this?
to be fairly happy about this.
Well, hello. There's a guy to spawn. Oh,
Yeah, hello, knives out. What the hell is going on here? Realizing it.
Could go for a knife fight.
good
Why
double
not?
satchel if he wanted to. Oh my goodness, again.
Second gets picked off.
Doesn't want to
Sen
waste his util,
won't
yeah.
be too bothered about that. Another huge difference between Sen playing split in the upper bracket final and now. The vibe, the atmosphere,
Yeah.
it's so different. They don't feel as timid, unconfident. Ten said that he was zoning out throughout the
Hey,
game.
saving enough money to
Couldn't
get
really
up
find good
pretty
timings to be
early.
able to take his ones. Second got shut down. It's different, and yet GenG are still keeping it within 2. They're such a dangerous squad, and it's on them to cook up some idea for this bonus round. What a weird wall from Munchkin over
Dodge
towards
goes
A.
in. They've been doing this wall a good amount. It's nice. They do it on their bonus all the time. It's good for shutting down here, and it gives you a little cubby behind the box as
This
well.
angle. Meteor happy to jiggle it.
It creates so much pressure here, to be honest. It's good.
Across onto
Just
either
means
side
there's like a
here.
double
Okay,
cubby.
there it
This
is.
and just like a,
Spotting the one and now backing away.
I guess, a rat spot here.
Munchkin. Did he miss that timing? Was he going to be aware of it? Meteor close now. Tucked to the corner. Trailblazer. Any seek or attempt to punish this one might just be met pound for pound. 3 players grouped up.
They're holding heaven
Also being explored here, but the first kill
heavy, yeah.
damage done.
Over
Meteor
towards middle.
dash to
They block
disengage
vision.
away, and Lucky, they're gonna
And
get caught here.
wait,
Covering fire
Karen's
right
doing a
now.
nutcase
Getting
move.
caught
Yeah.
in all sorts of positions with Karen falling. Second creeping and crawling.
Is this a bonus though, so they can take risks like this?
Whoa,
Celsius,
Texture, though,
whoa,
back at it
boy.
again.
And
Not
Prius
quite
is on
enough
it,
still.
fair
It's
play.
an overwhelming advantage now for Sentinels.
I'm watching for this again. Texture caught. So much value out of this position over towards Vents. Again, feels like a hard read from Sentinels to me. Baiting them into fighting over A.
They,
and then just creeping up mid with the contact play.
Yeah, it's a nice.
Any time where you
Nice
see
first
Sen
buy, pretty
taking mid
convincing.
control without using Dog or Boombot, you got to call it a hard read in my opinion.
Yeah, Karen was so sure they were going over towards Vents. It was more just like nicely done from Sentinels, just baiting in that play.
That adaptation, abusing the holes that GenG cause by trying to stack players.
Okay, this is the op that they were saving up for as well. So op is over towards A, passive on his own, and they're free passing B. Are they just gonna late push?
But he's holding very far back over towards A. It's not a position where you're likely to get too much value, at least not in the early round.
Looks like GenG were setting up for a punish over towards B.
Yeah, and at the
It's
very
probably
least,
the seconds one away from the ult.
yeah. It
The
also
Sentinels
allows them
heard,
to get good
sorry,
information behind
GenG
Celsius'
heard Sentinels
wall,
smoke over towards
which is
here,
put
and
at
they
the front of
insta
B main.
re-clear
Now as it goes
B
down,
for
GenG knows
115.
there's nobody over in this area of the
And
map.
they're gonna fake.
Push with the flashes out. It's a white face. Really
Celsius
white
did
face, but
great, man.
All the kills eventually being collected and traded there by Caron.
Dog goes in as well to
though.
clear this. Dog
Missed those where these
sees
potential
one.
players could be. Good information, at least
And that
with
kind
the
of sells the
acknowledgement
A
there.
pressure,
Trailblazer
to be
finding
honest.
their
I mean,
target
the A
and the
fake.
mark, but
Yeah, this
really
guy over towards
precarious
heaven, after
situation.
seeing the
Things
guy
come
from
up, though.
B,
GenG are
has
aware.
not looked
Yeah,
at
and I don't
this.
think GenG are actually gonna think that it's a full commitment A heaven. You would expect Zekken to be with the
Yeah,
play
'cause
here
why would
he's
there
one
be
away
two
from
outside of
Showstopper. He's
B?
the entry player. So the fact he was in market, I think, has scrambled GenG a little.
Yeah.
Only one
This
smoke.
time, less trusting of the
Oh,
gut,
man.
wondering where the hell these players have got to.
When does Tens get another
So much
smoke?
going
Okay,
down
just
there.
went in
Out
now.
to
A
the
Lord is
open
up to
Meteor,
Meteor.
left to
30
Anchor now in his
seconds.
position. It's being assaulted and swarmed. Paranoia is good. Shot missed. Going stray, still walks it down onto this angle, but look at it, they've just absolutely overpowered them.
Yeah, they were chill with this one as well. I like the
Really
whole,
beautiful
I like
attack
the
side
whole
from
strat
Zen.
that they're doing. They're really like,
Gorgeous calling from John Cutie.
yeah, it is nice. They're
on the
free
whole team.
toing just so well.
Contact plays. In the previous, contacting up mid to pinch the players over towards A heaven. This time, going for a semi-contact all the way through A heaven. Karen just caught a glimpse and gave up the game. We'll take a look at the replay as Luckier saves. Look how deep
And they're
they
just
are
taking a
before
lot
GenG
of
get the
space
read.
for free.
And to me, the biggest strength of GenG on defense is the fact that they get
It's like,
the reads.
at the
They
moment,
either
well,
play
it's weird because the
aggressive
first
or
round was like
they're gonna
3
move out
distracting for
something
2 to walk
give
mid, and this was
Munchkin
like
that
2
gut
distracting
feeling
for the
that
other
he's
guys
gonna
to
make the
walk
right
over
call.
towards heaven.
And I think you could
But
see
they're
on the
doing good.
minimap
They're
there,
doing a
GenG
good
was
job at
so
the
spread out. Even
people
if
at the
they
right
read
time
clear
realizing
play,
kind of what space they can
spotting
take.
Zekken with the Trailblazer in market was a real head scratcher for them. Love what John Cutie's bringing out here.
Big round.
See that they've put in a lot of effort, and what a
Timeout.
tight turnaround
Timeout,
for
and they
Zen.
have the eco.
They had to play basically
Sylv,
the
hello
entire
mate.
time
42
since
as
losing
well,
on
man.
split.
Appreciate
They
you,
haven't
Sylv.
really
Hope
had a
everything's
break to
going well,
work
bro.
with. No. GenG are the team that should have been able to pull
Got a couple,
adaptations out of it,
busy
but
month coming
it's
up, I
harder when you
imagine.
won.
Thank you
It's
so much,
actually
Sylv,
easier
man.
to learn from your mistakes.
Crazy
It
amount of
seems
time.
like what Sen are
42
doing.
months.
GenG now calling this timeout, seeking a few adaptations.
Coach looking
So
stressed
realizing
as well.
The map slipping away from their grasp. Sentinels holding this.
It must be nice to say
More
wait
and
for
more
my
likely
smoke
this
and your
map
team
5
actually
is
does.
just
Yeah, you talk about the
inevitable.
spawn smoke. Yeah, you don't get that in ranked.
Now, map 5, Icebox, would be good news for GenG, but a lot of it has to do with keeping up that spirit.
You need a duelist
I
on
feel like
Icebox.
it's difficult from the
No.
outside to understand
Helps,
just
though.
how much mental game there is involved in Valorant. If you lose your confidence, if you hesitate, it doesn't matter how good your game plan was, how good your ideas are. If you can't execute
Pretty
on
much,
them because
pretty
you're
much
feeling
Sunset
the
and
nerves,
Icebox are the
feeling
two that you
pressure
can
at
get
the
away with it.
moment, you're going to let it all slip away. So that's what I need to see
Patsy
from
with the
GenG
Prime,
here.
thank you for the
Even if
12
they're not
months, man.
able
Thank you
to
for the whole year.
rebound on
Appreciate
this
you.
map,
And Important
So we hope
Lobster,
they can.
19. Thank you for the 3 months,
that
man.
they're at least
Appreciate the
keeping
Prime
their
as well,
heads above
dude.
the water.
Toss the hesitation to the side here.
Meteor,
Trust the gut,
Knives,
the plays.
Hero Gun
Carried
saved.
GenG so far all the way
Pretty
to this
much,
grand
yeah.
finals.
26 to 10.
You can't lose your nerve here.
26
Not
to
when you're at the finish line.
10. And he has
This
his
is
ult.
the Viper wall now
And he's
being put
6K.
over towards B. That is a difference. Normally Zelsis has been putting in A and the orb on B,
Watch this.
but it doesn't look like GenG.
A different
are thinking
change
it's a
up as
real
well.
threat. It's only Munchkin in this area.
Age
with the
and
bucket.
wall over towards B.
I've seen GenG do work. in spots
Wall
like
and
this prior,
smoke.
especially inside the all. Hello, Munchkin. There's the dog now, breaks it. We'll let loose that snake bite. So
Gets a lot of
during the
info from
retreat,
that.
but at the
Yeah,
same
and
time,
John
QT
takes.
here, anticipating every single play. Getting two, there's a job well done. Karen did return that fire, but Munchkin pushed back and away. Snakebite vulnerable. Boom,
Oh,
but in his
dude, it
face,
would've tanked him
barely
down.
dealt with. Still alive and
Uh-oh.
kicking the Meteor. Rapid on the approach,
Haven't
rapid
fully
on the
committed over
uptake.
towards the
They
site
didn't
here. They
help
can
Zekken.
cancel.
Zekken got into sight and they were scared. Scared of the Bucky.
Yeah, scared of the Bucky,
Snakebites
to be
coming
honest.
down.
Scared of the
Something
Bucky and the
caused
ult.
a hesitation
Knows a
in
good
Zen
molly.
here. And it's a 3v3. Still with knives on the other side.
Oh boy, we got a flash. We got nothing like this. No flash.
No, it's not quite concealed, only good for the one. There's that instant trade.
And I tell you what, Meteor is here so early, and they know he was heaven.
He's picked up a rifle.
Oh,
and
man.
This could be the playmaker. Real time, watching it play out. It's like a car crash in slow motion, but a top plant. Not anticipating it. Leave
Dash.
it in that 1v1, or 1v2.
That's nicely handled. Holy, they eco them as well. Yeah, just the stopping power over towards B was so
The
much.
rotate coming through before Sen had even realized they were going to end A.
Yeah, there's some early rotates coming in with the info as well.
What we were talking about, having just no hesitation in terms of the way you make these plays.
And yet for Sentinels, I think it was a bit of hesitation. If they'd bullied their way through Munchkin's setup on B, they're probably
That's
there to
hard
help
though, man. They
Zekken,
got to
maybe
push
even
through a
trade that
molly
out.
and a
There's
smoke.
a possibility that it all goes wrong as well. But that's how dangerous GenG can be.
I think it was I mean, I've just liked how GenG handled it, to be honest. I think Munchkin deserves like a huge shout out. He did great with the
Wind in
stall
the
over towards
sails.
B.
You can understand why. Zekken does have the showstopper.
I mean, Sentinels could kind of end it here, though.
Critical tool that they could be using.
Insta reset. They got Razor. This is like their best chance to just clean win this map.
Well, a super heavy investment. GenG should have some money just left in the bank, but if they lose this round, it won't look ideal for them.
Zekken was dominating on the defense side. I think he ended it with 23.
Yeah, and this is nice. No risk taken on this one.
Just following it.
3 people on site, though.
No way,
That's a
Meteor.
big handle,
Flicks him out of
bro.
the sky.
Didn't get cleared. He was on top of the box.
Yeah, he's just too far
Threat
away
of
in terms of
rocket
that.
is just negated
Wait,
immediately.
Tens takes a
Kenzo
really good timing.
looking for timings of his own, and this is the right time to take
It was
them.
about, what, 5 seconds when no one was watching Heaven? Yeah, this guy's watching it, though. They call him back. So the comms from the B guys were like, well, someone could have timed this here.
He's going to spot him now. Tens doesn't see it. Tens
Yeah.
called
He's
out.
a dead man walking.
He really is. Should not be getting away with this at all. In fact, Texture not even worried about it. His team's going to be calling for it. He wins the fight out.
He
First
wins
taking
that
one
fight?
alone, but already it's Texture
down,
sees
B.
the advantage, and now that close position tucked to the corner, punishing the AWP pick. Himself is wondering how the hell did he get there? Two players
big
to
Joe.
stand, but turning it down, and Meteor turning up the bloody heat. All up
Again.
to John.
Again, another
30
Sen
seconds
player in
left.
a 1v2 to end this situation. Not favored. 25 seconds. Doesn't.
I
know
love
where
this guy,
Meteor
by the way.
is.
This guy that kind of saw the information at Tens, but then went Heaven to kind of get an extra kill in the side and let his team deal with it. That was like such a smart play. Otherwise, you hunt for this guy and instead he's just using the information and trying to get the most out of it.
Absolutely
I think it's a
nothing.
plant here.
But at some point, they got to know it's
Plant,
A, and
got
Lucky,
one
yeah,
flash.
finally realizing, turns his attention
Got a-
towards
he's got
it,
an
barely
attack
enough
trip.
time. So John's got a hell of a task.
He's got a
ahead of him now.
good camera as well that kind of
So
clears
the
over
players
towards
are-
A ramp, which means he doesn't have to...
Take some gambles, Zakia. What the hell?
What the hell was that, boss man?
That's an unbelievable shot though from John.
What?
Absolutely. Brought it to the 1v1. 8 bullets left in the clip. Smoke out.
Oh my, bailed him out. He bailed him out.
Spoils the potential play of a lifetime.
I'd get out of my chair and thank him, I
believed it
think.
for a moment. He even got the game reset, but Meteor comes up with another huge round, saving GenG.
Jesus.
They looked down and out. And here
What
it
a
is, the
round
punish
from
on
him.
the showstopper after already winning that previous round.
한명 남.
He dominates, shuts down Tens,
Enemy
wins the
remaining.
1v1 at the end as well.
Man,
They'll have to
this
pull another
replay
take
guy
of
is an
that.
absolute savage, dude.
Frustrations.
Yeah, and he
on
knows it. He
display.
knows as well the impact of it, like the impact of this round in terms of winning it.
I believe we're going into a tactical
Because
timeout here as well.
he would have wrecked them all completely. Money-wise, they get up to 12.
Then. They've just lost 2 rounds in a row. And things have gotten very scrappy in the middle of them. I mean, the engage up into
Lucky
B
you're
heaven
relieved?
seems to
Oh
make a
man,
lot of
you
sense
would
there.
be though.
Dog
I'm
shows
telling you,
some
I get out of
force
my
in.
chair, I
They
shake
just
that
weren't
guy's hand, I
expecting
think.
there to be 3 players. They had
That
the
was...
field view that they were chasing one
Oh man,
way. They
he's
were
looking like a
expecting
fool
another
out
to be
there.
hard anchored on B.
The biggest
Don't think
commit
that
jump
Meteor's
peek.
also going to be there. How do Sentinels adjust their attack side to get value?
He didn't have dog, he had a
Also
flash
heading
though.
into
He had
Texture's
a flash, but...
I mentioned it earlier too. Zekken, I think, had 23 kills to end his defense half. He was somewhere in that area, even if I'm wrong with the exact number. He's only at 26 now.
Yeah, it's been slowed down.
Yes, he hasn't really been able to have the same level of impact on the entry.
Yeah, whoever came up with this shot, by the way, it's so sick.
Part of what looked magical in the game against Paper Rex. And when he played Lotus against GenG, actually, he was just sailing in, dominating opponents, cracking stuff open for the team. Kind of dragging the rest of Sen through some difficult moments.
That was you? Oh, congrats, man. It looks good.
Not in hot water just yet, but again, that lead that they had, no longer steady. Creeping back up to it.
Thanks.
Trying to
Yeah,
make
you're
it
welcome.
An even map, an even game. Texture. Got that showstopper here. Caron setting up the play
That's
out
pretty cool.
towards
That's
Ram.
Yeah, that
pretty
was
risky,
cool.
actually, giving away
Ah, that was
his
cool.
positioning there, and Tens is taking the timing.
Smoke out. Texture though, with the rifle in his hands, he's the one who has to really land this one. Shot, crouched up. Not expecting that. Too many players to account for.
I'm really enjoying how Sentinels are playing though. Like the fake dog over towards Heaven, and then normally they follow the dog up, so they even have set punishes, and then they're punishing the punish. Like it's sick, man. But you gotta get one on site at least here.
In the fight, in the mix, inside the smoke, trying to dominate
everywhere.
this one, but
Oh.
he only has the judge. What
He did
can one
great.
man do? Not
He did do
enough.
good.
Hit.
Oh,
Laid down the
sure.
Sentinels.
There's not
They're
enough
leaving
people
this
to
for the
spam
chance.
it,
They
so I
need
normally
to
don't like
clean
this
it up
ult, but
now.
in the situation, 1v2, it's fine.
Munchkin, the IGL. Does he anticipate
Yeah,
second
nicely
score
handled.
position?
Yeah,
He
normally
does
I would hate
not.
this pit, but
So,
it's only if there's
1-1
numbers to
on
spam
the
it, because you're always out in the
Sentinels.
open.
Off the back of that timeout.
And yeah, big timeout. And this is just a sick round from them. Fake Skydog over towards A. They block vision as well, so they don't know how many numbers are following it. And then they just walk up towards middle. They're just like, Sentinels non-stop are just like, essentially just decoying, right? They're just like, we're over here, playing off the fact that GenG have good anti of them. But in fact, Sentinels are doing something completely different and walking where they know the hole would be. Really cool.
Last time we saw GenG on a
And McCrits, thank you for the 6 months, man. Appreciate the prime.
Don't count them out here.
Definitely have the tools to do so again.
But I mean, their positioning is, it couldn't be more wrong at the moment. Munchkin's got to try and hold it down with the judge until the cavalry arrives.
Not going fast onto his approach, but now they might just be. Still that judge. Prime position to really get some work done with this one in the close quarter avenue.
It's
Still
scary.
dash past him. They don't know where he is finally.
They ran into him.
But that push down mid has turned
Yeah,
into
it's
a fast
unlucky
fight
as well. I like the
before
idea from
trip.
GenG here as well. 4-person push down into middle, try and make them force into the judge that will be waiting for them, playing behind the smoke.
No reaction from Sen. They're not trying to take space elsewhere.
No. Holding the ground.
They don't have too much map control, which is a little bit worrying, but gun diff.
Spam through, but Ten's not being baited with this one. Texture, how has he
Gun
got
diff,
that?
right?
Opened it up onto Zelsa's rocket.
Gun diff?
Rebound into the bag. Kills, collected, and there's a 1v2 out of nowhere.
Oh, they took no map control, and the heavy went over towards site. Nicely done from GenG.
It's another thrifty
God, they
for
buy
GenG,
back
man.
1-9 loss bonus. This can't buy, this can't buy. This is a drop. One can't buy.
That everybody was on the flank there. You know, from our position, seeing all of the perfect information.
Ah, dude, they just had no map control. They did this before. Who did they do this
But
against?
they didn't plan for heaven, and they just all got stuck on site. They were expecting there to still be some people over towards Squidlands or Ramp or Heaven.
Yeah. And
GenG
unreal
is
mechanics on display.
Yeah.
Gun diff? I mean, yeah,
Open
Razor though,
textures
I
on
guess.
when Karen closes.
And Karen's just a beast.
3 heavy hitters.
Putting in work.
Oh man, their money got pretty good from that as well. Still 2 people who get a little bit wrecked from this.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Goes out to his own nade.
Wait, what?
Damage follow up, the rifle in play. John QT is so fast here, just trying to follow through with Sassy. To already gain that ground here.
Oh man, it wouldn't have been much damage. Poor guy.
Surely. I mean, GenG don't have that many holes in the defense side either this round. Munchkin's already keeping B main control. You know, you've got Karen looking for the lurk play too.
Ooh, the flash kind of sells fake pressure, and they're here pretty early. Problem is that GenG have just got so much map control. I like this push all the way through as well.
As soon as you saw the cages come through with the blast packs.
No one close to hear that as well. Oh
The
boy.
economy goes tumbling once more. GenG up to 10. But maybe, just maybe you can find this. Kills Elsis! How's he getting away with it again?
And they found the gap, and the rotate's coming in.
It does pull the GenG players away slightly, but as soon as the plank goes down, GenG are going to know
No
that
flash.
they have to focus on B, and Zels is going to get rooted out here.
No, not again. What? How? Seekers? 3 of them alive now. Oh my god. How did they win this round? Oh, whoa. Look at the HP. Oh my. He was having a quiet game, so that's a big round from him. I say quiet game, quiet map, to be honest. He's been good on these other maps.
He's been so good for GenG in the clutch. And he cleans it up again.
Dude, I was going to say, how does Zelsis win both of these duels?
But finally, GenG got rewarded for their good early round play. There've only been 3 successful rounds for Sentinels in this half so far. GenG otherwise finding moment after moment. And look at the reaction.
Damn, his relief, dude, after every round. Yeah.
Compared to the elation on all the rest.
Yeah, he's not even pumped, he's just
Stress, the
relieved.
heart rates all spiking.
Tension is there, palpable.
But the economy declining.
GenG doing the Sentinels, insta dog over towards A, clears everything. They get full info, rotate coming in.
Don't want to tangle with that judge.
Oh, bye for Sentinels, most likely 11-11.
GenG have made such an
Double satchel
incredible
done, so that it's
comeback in
harder
this
to get a
half.
kill with the judge.
They're starting to believe it. They're starting to earn it. They're only 3 rounds away from lifting that trophy.
The cancel's really good though, because the over-rotate came in, and they can now push this guy back.
11. It's up to Sentinels to pull out. Not just miraculous moments, but honestly just divine intervention. Might just be necessary. A jiggle. Info gathering for Lakia here.
Smoke blocking Heaven, creating the pressure that, like they've gone over towards Spawn. This is pretty good from Sentinels, even though it's an eco.
Here's the dog trailblazer.
Yeah, and this guy's playing close, so they know there's only going to be 2 here.
He's up close and personal now with this rifle in his hands. Does he anticipate this kind of danger? It's
He did great. Lakia just needs to get 1.
2 kills for his team, and now John QT wants to put a bit of a move on here. Still doesn't have a rifle to take that fight. Dodging, ducking, weaving.
That's a gun upgrade.
Gun in action. Sassy singing his plan down.
Very nicely done there by Sentinels. Lucky had just given it away a little too early by
Attack
taking the shot.
trip as well, but this guy hears it, so they know they can at least break this.
Post plants look good as well, honestly.
They do.
They've also planted so that Tens could get one and then ult away to Heaven.
Don't talk, chat. I said possibly, right? I covered myself.
Twist and turn and find
Flash is good.
12 here. Paranoia's exchange. Okay, the nade just dodged the bow with the TP. Engage. Texture. Matters into his own hands.
Ult goes in. It's a good plant for Heaven, but it's not against the wall. It might have to be a spam. We got a smoke. No smoke. Karen goes down before the smoke.
Texture sticking. Half.
Nicely done from Tens. Reposition was everything. 2 chances. Yeah, no reaction from him, just his team again. Wait, is Brem broken his mic?
Go quietly. Both teams finding those avenues to be able to turn these into miracles.
Tens did great here though. The little crouch across to reposition, so he thought he would be on the left, but he's on the right.
And from there, John and Sassy wiggle their way in to be able to get the plant down into such a nice
2 chances to finish this one. We got a Judge, we got Munchkin's ult with the Judge inside.
Sen, Matt Point looking to try to extend the series, deny GenG the trophy at least for now, and move us on to Icebox.
Both raises 2 away as well.
Been playing. There's no certainties. But I think Sen are happy.
2 away from all.
In this spot now. Guns are good. GenG's economy, listen, hasn't stopped them in the past, but
what is the plan? 2 pass some fake over towards A, Omen ult back over towards B.
Texture, who's really in the worst spot of things, but he's hiding inside a smoke, looking to try to make the play here.
Meteor, off angle, loses his fight out.
Against the high-low there.
Whoa, they forced the Omen ult into over towards A. They've owned them. They've absolutely owned them.
He commits a TP to try and reinforce that A side, but it's all for naught. Texture, the lone player to stand against it. The onslaught sweeping him through all the bounds, and the sting is just not good for it, at least for that. Paranoia though.
1 kill, he gets his ult. That's a very important kill. Holy.
Dropped in the process now with 30 seconds left. Take a pause.
Still no plant.
Take a breather because Sentinels realize it.
Omen flash for retake.
Now to extend that play in the series, to take it all the way to Icebox. A tap forces it out. The first wave of the util. All the flashes flying through, and so do the bullets. Lakia, a lot to overcome, a lot to do. It's just impossible.
Big map. That was a sick map to watch as well. These are delivering.